Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? It's Pepper Wolverine over here in my neck of the woods. It's a Saturday evening where I live. Super duper cold. It's been raining. Not very fun. Let me tag somebody real quick. Hold on a second. Hey guys. Yeah. Real quick, hold on a second. So we're hanging out in the garage because it's getting dark and it's kind of cold outside, and been working on trimming things down because it's about that time of the year. So I had to set up the garage for a couple things that I wanted to bring inside that aren't finished yet. So I got 12 plants in the garage. I said I was going to bring 10, and I'm thinking I'm going to bring another 15 in tomorrow. We'll see. But that's just because I'm an idiot. But we're here for a reason. I've been meaning to do a review for a good buddy of mine. And I wish I could translate these videos into Italian. Because my buddy, Giancarlo, his English is okay, but it's not great. So Giancarlo, I'm sorry, I can't figure out a way to subtitle this in Italian, but I am here getting ready to review one of your big black mama bubblegum crosses. I know that yours turned out red with an incredible color. Your color was amazing. It's almost like a, what is it? I don't know. It's it's not red. It's almost like a violet or a maroon type red. And the seeds that you sent me, the seeds that you sent me that I grew out turned completely different. They were chocolate. And I tried to leave these on the plant as long as I could because I really, really wanted them to bleed up the calyx. So the calyx did bleed up. The stem, not as much, but my weather just kind of shifted. It kind of went to crap. But all things considered, it hasn't been a bad season. It's just not hot enough to produce some of the same results that you've seen elsewhere. But we got a whole incredible box, and this is the third of all of them. Yeah, that white background doesn't do very well, but we got a whole incredible harvest. And this might be the last one of a big mustard mama crossed with the bubblegum. So my buddy Giancarlo, Faddas peppers, he took a big mustard mama and crossed it with the bubblegum. You got a bubblegum big mustard mama. Come on. Who doesn't like a bleeding calyx? We all do. Now I just got to figure out which one of these I might want to eat. I'm just going to kind of look through here the 30 pods, and I'm just going to grab the biggest one. Yeah, bubblegum. That's right, James. Mr. Deacon of Pain, thanks for joining in. Hey, Mr. Bill. Or actually, if I can see one that's super duper painted on the calyx, maybe I'll grab that. If not, I'll go with the biggest. So just let me hold on here for a second. All right, I'm narrowing it down. Okay, we're down to 2. Out of 30, we're down to 2. Okay, out of 30, we're down to 2. So, from Faddas peppers out of Italy, and Giancarlo does some amazing crosses. Some of the things that he's crossed together are just fabulous. Him and I kind of hit it off a couple years back. Before Pepper Lovers Community on Google Plus disbanded, and we've continued our friendship. He's grown out some of my Wolverine's claw and some Hobbs and arrows. That's the only cross that I really have, and I've tried to help him grow out some stuff. And so we'll take. And I have tried these already. These are not the first pods. These are the last pods. They're not the first pods. I won't say much about my experience with them. I'll just let Pepper and my experience speak for themselves. And if the lighting's bad, I'm sorry. I don't normally do reviews in the garage, but it's dark here already. It's cold outside. It's raining. And I got some artificial lights on some of the peppers that I brought in the garage. So, sorry about that. It doesn't look like it's the best lighting, at least from what I can see. Can you smell that? Man, turn on, push the, there's a button down there. It's smell-o-vision. Turn that on. Because you got to smell this. It smells awesome. It smells extremely fruity. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have smell-o-vision? I don't either. Sorry. If I could waft it your way, I would, but can't do that. So let's see what kind of justice my phone does for this. This is one of the wettest placentas I have cut into recently. See that glistening oil over there? I mean, that's not water. Because these have been sitting around. I cut them before all the rain that I have now. And look at that seed base. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Wow. Wow. So we last night we celebrated my wife's birthday, and when we got back to the house, we went on a party bus. Yeah, well, it's definitely moist, but that's not water. That's oil. We took a party bus from our house, cruised around Chicago, got back here, and I got all the peppers on the table, and we reheated pizza that we had bought for all of our company, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so we got that beforehand. And one of my buddies grabbed one of these. He had grabbed like 1 or 2 other peppers. That's smell-o-vision. And he's like, hey man, which one should I grab? Those are good, but they're not very hot. I was like, well, grab one of the chocolate ones. And there's only like 3 chocolate peppers on my table right now. So CP115, this, the Big Mustard Mama Times bubblegum, and it's skunk chocolate. And he chose this one. And so I kept cooking, didn't realize it. And all of a sudden, next thing I know, he comes over and he's like, dude, what the heck did I just eat? I was like, well, I don't know. What'd you eat? I ate this. And he was looking at it. And I'm like, well, dude, I have no idea what you ate. I mean, there's like 50 different pepper varieties on the table. I was like, well, where's the stem? He's like, the stem? I was like, yeah, where's the stem? He showed me the stem. I was like, okay, I only have 1 pepper with a chocolate bleeding stem. And he was just like, dude, why'd you give that to me? I was like, dude, I just told you to grab whatever you want. I didn't make you eat it. Just take whatever you want. So, I've eaten 3/4 of this pepper, and I've kind of stayed clear of the real placenta, because that seed base is just ridiculous, and I really, really don't want to have the same problem I had 2 nights ago at 3:30 in the morning, waking up with like severe abdominal cramps. That's not cool. But, I mean, you can see, that thing is glistening like crazy. I will say, of all the variations of the big mustard mama, red mama, black mama, Apparently there's a peach now too. I just got sent one. I haven't grown out the Big Black Mama. This is a Big Black Mama crossed with a bubblegum. Yeah, really? I mean, look at that. I don't want to eat that. I mean, that's just asking for trouble. I'm not gonna. Who's gonna enjoy that? Yeah, exactly. Cramps suck. When I ate that Catacombs from Kevin Bain 2 nights ago, I thought it was fine. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. I was like, man, what's going on? And all of a sudden, I was like, oh no, that's terrible. But let's at least eat everything around this seed base. Well, I am not eating that, so sorry guys. I'm not going to do it. I'll grab everything I can around it, but I'm not eating that. Definitely got some bubblegum burn going on. Ooh. So a Big Black Mama crossed with a bubblegum. Well, I know Faddas, Giancarlo had some gnarly looking Big Black Mamas, and I have his bubblegums, and his bubblegums are pretty amazing. I got some of them in the garden. It was a straight up red bubblegum original crossed with a Big Black Mama, and we got this. He's got this an incredibly interesting red pheno or coloration with a slightly different shape than these, and I got a dark brown like the Big Black Mama. It's pretty much chocolate, and holy shit, heat's climbing, man, just climbing. The garage is cold. I got the door open over there because I want to get some air. Well, you can't see that, sorry. It's got the bubble gum burn. Ooh, what a placenta. What a seed base. Yeah, I'm not doing much with that. So here's a couple that I didn't eat. Very pretty pepper. Got the nice severe bubblegum burn to it. This one is a hair floral, mostly sweet. Like I said, I've never had the Big Black Mama. I've had the Big Mustard Mama, Big Red Mama. I just recently had a Big Peach Mama. Never had the Big Black Mama. It's definitely got the bubblegum burn. It's got that Maruga background from the bubblegum cross. It's attacking. It's a extremely respectable heat level. But there's a sweetness to this. It's for a chocolate pepper. It's pretty damn good. I mean, most people think about super hot chocolates. Got some earthy tones. Okay, as the heat's climbing and I'm reading through some of the messages here, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. So the Big Black Mama is as floral as you can get. Well, actually, this isn't that floral. It's not bad. It's a lot more fruity than floral, that's for sure. A hair floral. Definitely attacking everything in and around the mouth. And this one's actually going down the throat. Hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Cowart. Thanks for tuning in. We're hanging out here with a Big Black Mama crossed with a bubblegum from Faddas Peppers. And the heat's starting to sit in, and it's hot. It's got the mouth burn. It's definitely got that bubblegum grab you by the mouth, hold on, and make you realize that, you know what, you're not eating a sweet pepper. You're eating a hot pepper, and it's a pretty super hot pepper. Bubblegum Burn is the bomb. And these are pretty peppers, too. I mean, the plant produced tons of these peppers. I mean, it probably produced like 200 of them. I'm getting ready to send back tons and tons and tons of seeds back to Giancarlo so he can do with them what he wants to. I don't know if it'll make an awesome powder. I will sometime this week. I mean, with the flavor and heat level that it has, it should make a good, very good straight powder. Don't need to smoke it. Don't need to do anything. Just dehydrate it and grind it down and make a powder. So, Mr. BD Beats, yeah. Gonna have to reach back out to you and help you work, have you help me work on my label. Gotta do something with that. I'm kind of generic. So we've been hanging out with the Big Mustard Mama BBG. Damn good pepper. We're hanging out in my garage right now because it's raining outside and it's kind of cold. I did just bring a bunch of plants inside. Not a bunch, but a couple. And that light doesn't do anything for the camera. Here's a Pride and Glory 17-gallon DWC high chocolate champion. Going to be sending one of those out to, at least one pot of those out to Mr. Francis Chamberry III. There's one ready on there. He was interested in some of the Pepper Wolverine pods. We got some pods over here on the table. Just pulled those yesterday and today. Big Mustard Mama times BBG is one hot mofo. The BBG burn has got the mouth, for sure. Attacking everything around the tongue, around the peripheral of the mouth. It's definitely hit the throat, the esophagus. It's down here halfway through the stomach at the chest level. I probably should have had some dinner before doing this, but knowing that I'll have a healthy dinner after this, I should be okay. And this was the seed base, which I did not eat through. Knowing that my stomach had no food in it, I wasn't inviting super duper pain to the extent that that would bring. So, an incredible BBG burn with a nice fruity flavor, a hair floral, but only a hair, and which subsided very quickly. Probably would have been bitter had I eaten through that entire seed base, which I chose not to. I'm thinking if I make a powder out of this one, I'll de-seed everything and just use the pepper and not the seeds, because the flavor is pretty damn good. I think you're right, Francis. This would be a great powder, and I probably have enough peppers to do that. Besides the tray that I just showed you, I have another 1 gallon bag in the freezer, so I'll defrost that and make some powder. Mr. Mallon, Mr. Deacon of Pain, thank you for approving of my pain and suffering. There is a certain level of pain, but a delightful and enjoyable pain. It cleared up my sinuses. I'm going to have to clean out my nose here pretty soon. And I apologize about the lighting. It kind of depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't necessarily de-seed everything for powders. And a couple of the powders that I did with no seeds, I actually sent them off to David Loco for the love of hot sauce, and he said it was one of the best powders he's ever had, and that was when I actually didn't de-seed. So I think Well, I don't know what I think about that, but I don't always deseed. I do now, but I didn't used to, and never had any complaints. But it definitely gives a different flavor. Guys, I'm gonna go grab some dinner. Maybe a swig of beer, maybe some water. I'm definitely gonna blow my nose. This pepper plateaued, and it's time for me to get on with the other evening activities. So for those of you that have been hanging out with me, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll do it again. I got something special for tomorrow or maybe Monday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, well, no, Bill, the garage is not heated. Not at all. Should be. I could make it heated, but, super hots don't heat the garage. Thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Pepper Wolverine, sharing a little bit of what's left of the 2019 season. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do it again soon. Take care.